Hi, my name is Eric Jew. I'm a member of the Free Academy. Michael Fielding has asked me to shoot a video telling people about my life and the things that I've learned throughout the activities I've been doing lately. Right now, I'm working on a cruise ship in the middle of Hawaii. Right, not in the middle of Hawaii, around that goes around the islands of Hawaii. I am an entertainment technician on the ship, so I basically just set up all the shows and do all the backstage work for all the big productions and all that. It's a pretty awesome gig, I'm not gonna lie. I love it. I love my job. I fell into this line of work because I had been doing hotel and restaurant management for a very long time, food and beverage, and I got onto the ship as a bar waiter. Luckily, I had experience as a technician as well, and whenever bar was overstaffed and tech was understaffed, they let me jump from one to the other, and now here I am. I'm permanent here on the tech department. What inspired me to take the job is it was a change of scenery, really. I had a lot going on in Austin, Texas before I came out here. Had a good life, had lots of friends, but there was just something inside of me that tells me to move forward, move on. Maybe you haven't done anything you can here yet, but see what else is out there. There's always a voice inside of me to see what else is out there. I hope to travel the world someday, and I think that little voice inside me should help. I want to travel because I think that it's important to have a view of all cultures. Not all cultures, but as many cultures as you can get. The way we grow up here in America is reflective on the way the media wants us to be. They basically, not just the media, but a bunch of other different powers, form us and shape us to be the way we are. In America, we only think about things in America. We only think about money. We only think about food, eating food fast, and getting out of the restaurant. In other countries and cultures, they make a feast out of dinner instead of having to go in, stuff your face, pay, and leave, and move on to the next thing. It's a very American way of thinking. Not that I don't like America. I love it. It's where I'm from, but I want to be able to see things from a different point of view so that I can have a more educated guess at what life really is. I want to become a world citizen. I think that people have trouble with the idea of restarting their lives. Stuff like bankruptcy or starting from the bottom and stuff like that really scares people. Bankruptcy I can totally understand, but if you're afraid to start at the bottom in another industry, in another line of work, in another position, I would say have no fear. Embrace it. It's almost the same thing as traveling, except instead of traveling countries and made up borderlines, we are traveling positions and hierarchies. So you still get a different glimpse of what life is in different people's shoes. Therefore, you'll still get a better education about what life really is to the whole world and not just to yourself in your own little bubble. Break outside your bubble is what I'm saying. Especially if you're young, you should have no fear at all about jumping from one higher position to maybe another position in a line of work that you've been pursuing, that you've wanted to pursue sometime in your life. Something like, for me, for instance, I want to be a glass blower. I don't know. That sounds cool. That sounds fun to me. So sometime throughout the next few years, I plan on stopping what I'm doing and paying for glass blowing apprenticeship classes somehow, somewhere. I know they have them in Austin, and and just learning that craft because it's something that I value as a life skill and as an art. Not only that, but it's something that I can take anywhere in the world and do. I would recommend learning marketable skills like glass blowing. Cigar rolling is another thing I plan on doing. Right now, entertainment technician is a skill that I'm honing right now. At the moment, I could go to many other different theaters in the world and across the United States and apply for a job as a stage tech, entertainment tech, and probably be able to fill out the duties as needed. Um, so that allows me to travel and to continue on my overall goal of seeing the world. And lastly, I would like to say that life is a game. Um, that's the hard part that I feel like people don't understand. Life is serious because who knows what happens afterwards, but really what it all is just a big game. You can play the game as much as you'd like, but you should realize also that these are all just a bunch of made-up hoops that we are meant to jump through because of society and how it has molded the way we live these days. It's been so long now that you've been told that you need to go to college. You don't need to go to college. Perhaps if you want to be an engineer or a doctor or some kind of scientist, maybe a structured college regiment and curriculum and education would speed up that process. But these days, with the invention of the internet and information, and all the information in the world in your hands, you could do almost anything you want. Accreditation is something that's made up. That is also necessary when it comes to some things as well, like being a doctor. You probably won't be able to work in any hospital if you don't have an actual accreditation from some sort of doctor place, you know. So yeah. College is part of the game. Work is part of the game. They say that, why is it that everyone in the entire United States needs 40 hours in their work week to finish all their work in the week? It's a standardized thing, just like standardized tests. How dumb is that to put one benchmark on the entire populace of the country whenever everyone in the whole world is different? Why is it that we teach every child the same way? And why is it that we think that if that child does not flourish in the way that we teach, why is it that we think that there's something wrong with that child? It's all just a made-up game by traditions, by non-forward thinking, and by government. People who want to keep things the same. I think that there is a value in if it isn't broke, don't fix it. But I think that you should also look at all the possible ways to fix things in case it gets broke in a way that you don't understand later. If that makes any sense. So I would recommend, know that life is a game. You can play it as much as you like, but just keep in mind, life is a game. I like to have a difference, or a balance between playing the game and not playing the game. Alright, so that's pretty much my video. My name's Eric Ju. Once again, I'm a member of the Free Academy. And if you have any questions or anything like that, my name is Eric Wayne Ju on Facebook. Hit me up with a message. Thank you. Bye.